Good evening and welcome to AAN News. Tonight, we have a breaking story that has sent shockwaves through the global community. In a dramatic development, leaders from China, Russia, Iran, Indonesia, and several other nations have formally announced the creation of the Canton Strategic Alliance Treaty, or CSAT. Described as a direct counterweight to NATO and Western alliances, this new pact is being hailed by its members as a transformative moment in global security and cooperation. But to others, it's a stark signal of deepening divisions in an already polarized world. The announcement was made earlier today in Guangzhou, China, during a highly orchestrated press conference. Chinese President Liang and Russian President Dmitry Karpov stood side by side with senior representatives from nations including Pakistan, Belarus, and Venezuela. Their message was clear. CSAT is here, and it intends to reshape global geopolitics. President Liang called the alliance a bold step toward ensuring sovereignty and protection in what he described as an increasingly volatile world.
建州战略联盟代表了保护我们共同利益和主权的承诺。这一联盟确保任何国家都不得去赋予外国胁迫或剥削。
President Karpov echoed these sentiments, framing the alliance as a turning point in international governance.
Слишком долго мир был продиктован единым повествованием. Сегодня мы представляем альтернативу.
So, what exactly is CSAT? At its core, this treaty aims to establish a comprehensive partnership among its members, with several key pillars. A mutual defense pact, where an attack on one member is treated as an attack on all, a structure strikingly similar to NATO's Article 5. Economic cooperation, with the formation of a trade bloc to reduce reliance on Western financial systems. Technology sharing, fostering collaboration in areas like artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and green energy. Resource security, with coordinated measures to secure access to critical resources amid growing global shortages. The timing of this announcement is no coincidence. Rising resource scarcity, economic instability, and military tensions have left the world deeply divided. Analysts suggest that CSAT is a direct response to Western-led alliances such as NATO, the European Defence Initiative, and the Commonwealth Joint Task Force. Western capitals are already reacting to this development. In London, a spokesperson for the Prime Minister expressed concerns about the alliance's objectives. In Washington, the White House struck a similarly cautious tone, emphasizing the need for NATO and its allies to remain vigilant. Around the globe, the public reaction has been divided. Protests erupted in several major cities, with demonstrators condemning CSAT as a threat to democracy. Meanwhile, state media in CSAT member countries lauded the alliance as a historic step toward equality in global governance. Economists, too, are raising red flags. Some warn of potential disruptions to global trade as CSAT nations pivot to intra-bloc partnerships, further straining already fragile supply chains. As the world digests this seismic shift, questions remain about CSAT's long-term ambitions. Is it purely defensive, or does it signal a more assertive posture in regions like the South China Sea, Eastern Europe, and the Arctic, where tensions are already high? Military analysts warn that the alliance's formation could escalate arms races, proxy conflicts, and even digital warfare. As the dust settles, one thing is clear. The formation of CSAT marks a turning point in modern geopolitics. With the fragile balance of global power now in question, the international community is bracing for what may come next. For now, the world watches and waits, uncertain of the future, but acutely aware that the status quo is no longer an option. Stay tuned to AAN News for continuing coverage of this developing story.